In the bustling, vibrant, and ancient heart of Delhi, India, amidst the weathered, sun-bleached ruins of the Qutub Minor complex, stands a monument that appears to defy the very laws of nature and chemistry, a silent metallic sentinel to a forgotten era of unparalleled metallurgical brilliance. A colossal iron pillar, standing nearly 24 feet tall and weighing over 6 metric tons, has stood completely exposed to the relentless elements for more than 1,600 years. Yet, unlike any other iron structure of its immense age, and unlike almost any iron object exposed to the humid, torrential monsoons and the scorching, relentless sun of the Indian subcontinent, it shows virtually no signs of rust, pitting, and corrosion. How did ancient Indian metallurgists operating in the 4th century AD achieve such an impossible, almost supernatural feat? How did they craft a metal that remains pristine, unyielding, and miraculously preserved through 16 centuries of harsh changing weather? This is the enduring, scientifically baffling enigma of the Delhi Iron Pillar, a testament to a lost science of materials engineering that continues to stump the most brilliant minds of modern metallurgy. This is a glitch in the very fabric of our reality. This isn't just an ancient relic, it's a profound scientific challenge, a mystery etched in unrustable iron, a level of technology that simply shouldn't exist. This is the iron that was meant to be immortal, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a level of technology that shouldn't exist. This is the pillar that was meant to be forever, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a level of technology that shouldn't exist. This is the metal that was meant to be eternal, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a level of technology that shouldn't exist. This is the forge that was meant to be divine, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a level of technology that shouldn't exist. Erected during the reign of King Chandra Gupta II, one of the most powerful and enlightened rulers of the Gupta Empire, around 400 AD, the pillar was originally a dvaja, a ceremonial standard or a flagpole dedicated to the Hindu deity Lord Vishnu. It likely stood in a sacred temple complex in Udayagiri, a site of immense religious and astronomical significance, before being transported to its current location in the 13th century. Its inscriptions, beautifully and precisely rendered in ancient Sanskrit, speak of the king's military victories, his deep spiritual devotion, and his unwavering faith. But crucially, and most frustratingly for modern scientists, these inscriptions offer no clue, no technical hint, and in not even a whisper of the metallurgical secrets behind its miraculous, rust-proof creation. For centuries, local legends and pilgrims attributed its impossible preservation to divine intervention, a literal blessing from the gods that kept the iron pure. But modern science, ever seeking tangible, repeatable explanations, has spent decades trying to find a more grounded chemical understanding for this metallurgical marvel. This is a cold case of ancient high-tech that has occupied the minds of generations of material scientists. It suggests a pre-Edison industrial capability, a level of manufacturing we thought impossible for the time, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a world where the laws of nature were written differently. The secret to the pillar's incredible, almost supernatural resistance to corrosion lies in a thin, amorphous layer of iron hydrogen phosphate hydrate, known in the scientific community as a passive protective film. This film, which formed naturally on the pillar surface over the first few decades of its existence, is only a few hundred micrometers thick, significantly thinner than a human hair. Yet, it acts as an impenetrable barrier, a microscopic self-healing shield that prevents the raw iron beneath from ever coming into contact with the oxygen and moisture required for oxidation. While similar passive films are a common feature of modern high-tech stainless steel, a product of 20th century industrial metallurgy, achieving such a stable, robust, and self-renewing film on pure wrought iron, especially in an outdoor humid environment, was considered virtually impossible until very recently. This isn't just a durable object, it's an impossibly resilient piece of engineering, a testament to a lost, empirical understanding of material science that was centuries, if not millennia, ahead of its time. It speaks of masters of the invisible world, turning the power of the universe into a tool for humanity, achieving a level of material control that remains astounding. Detailed chemical analysis performed by world-renowned metallurgists like Dr. R. Balasubramaniam reveals that the pillar is composed of an astonishing 99.72 pure iron, but with a critical, but perhaps deliberate, chemical signature, a remarkably high phosphorus content, typically around 0.25, but an unusually low sulfur content. This unique, almost alchemical composition is the absolute key to its longevity. The high phosphorus content, likely derived from the specific iron ore used and the high-quality charcoal employed in the ancient smelting process, actively promotes the rapid formation of that protective phosphate film. The low sulfur and manganese levels, on the other hand, prevent the formation of iron sulfide, which would typically act as a catalyst for rapid corrosion. This precise, almost surgical balance of trace elements suggests not an accidental discovery or a lucky geological coincidence, but a deep, sophisticated, but empirical understanding of metallurgy. It was a knowledge passed down through secretive guilds of master craftsmen who knew exactly how to breed iron that would last for eternity, suggesting a cycle of achievement that has happened before, a cycle of achievement that has happened before, a cycle of achievement that has happened before. They were the world's first industrial chemists, masters of fire and metal, a glitch in the art historical matrix, turning the power of the universe into a tool for humanity, turning the power of the universe into a tool for humanity, turning the power of the universe into a tool for humanity. The physical process of forging such a massive singular pillar from wrought iron, without the benefit of modern blast furnaces, without high energy electricity, and without the immense controlled heat of an industrial foundry, is equally astounding. Ancient Indian ironworkers used a technique called bloomery smelting. This involved reducing iron ore in small hand-pumped, charcoal-fired furnaces to produce a spongy mass of iron mixed with silicate slag known as a bloom. To create the Delhi iron pillar, thousands of these individual iron blooms, each weighing only a few kilograms, would have had to be repeatedly heated to a white-hot state and then forge-welded together, layer by painstaking layer, at temperatures exceeding 1,200 degrees Celsius. The sheer structural integrity, the uniformity of the metal, and the colossal size of the final pillar, despite this piecemeal, labor-intensive construction, speak volumes about a level of craftsmanship and quality control that we struggle to replicate even today with modern heavy machinery. This isn't just blacksmithing, it's monumental industrial-scale engineering, a symphony of fire, muscle, and in hammer, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a world where the laws of nature were written differently, a world where the laws of nature were written differently. The sheer scale of the operation required to produce 6 tons of high-purity, high-phosphorus iron would have been a monumental national undertaking. It would have required the systematic harvesting of entire forests for charcoal production, the mining of massive quantities of specific iron ore, and the coordination of an army of highly skilled, disciplined laborers. The ability to maintain such high, consistent temperatures for days, even weeks, in an open-air forge, and to precisely control the chemical composition of the iron through empirical observation suggests a level of scientific understanding that we have only recently recovered. This wasn't just a craft, it was an industry, a highly organized, technologically advanced enterprise that has left us with a silent, unyielding testament to its brilliance. They were essentially standardizing metal, turning the raw elements of the earth into a precision engineering tool, a level of technology that shouldn't exist, a level of technology that shouldn't exist. But the mystery of the Delhi iron pillar extends beyond its chemical composition and manufacturing process. It also raises profound questions about the purpose of such an object. While its initial function as a ceremonial standard is clear, the extraordinary effort and advanced technology invested in its creation suggest a deeper significance. Was it merely a display of imperial power and religious devotion? Or did it serve another, perhaps more functional purpose? Some researchers have speculated that the pillar might have been part of a larger, now lost astronomical observatory, its unyielding nature making it a perfect, stable marker for celestial alignments. Others have even ventured into the realm of more speculative theories, suggesting that its unique metallurgical properties might have been intended to interact with natural energetic fields, perhaps as a conductor or resonator for some forgotten technology. The very act of creating something so enduring, so resistant to the ravages of time, speaks to a desire for permanence, a message from the past intended to survive for millennia. Consider the global context of metallurgy during the 4th century AD. While ironworking was practiced across various civilizations, the level of purity and corrosion resistance achieved in the Delhi iron pillar was virtually unparalleled. European iron production at the time was far less sophisticated, often yielding brittle, impure metals that quickly succumbed to rust. The advanced techniques employed by the ancient Indian metallurgists stand in stark contrast to their contemporaries, highlighting a significant technological divergence. This wasn't just a regional anomaly, it was a peak of metallurgical science that outstripped the rest of the world for centuries. It forces us to ask, how did this knowledge develop? Was it an isolated genius, a secret passed down through generations, or a remnant of an even older, more widespread understanding of material science that has since been lost to the annals of history? The Delhi Iron Pillar is more than just an ancient artifact. It is a profound challenge to our understanding of ancient capabilities and a tantalizing glimpse into a lost world of high technology. It forces us to confront the possibility that our ancestors were not primitive, but possessed a scientific and engineering prowess that we are only now beginning to rediscover. The metallurgical precision, the scale of its construction, and its miraculous resistance to corrosion demand a re-evaluation of our historical narrative. What other secrets lie hidden in the ancient forges of our past, waiting to be unearthed and to rewrite our entire understanding of human ingenuity? The Delhi Iron Pillar whispers of a past far more complex, far more technologically rich, and infinitely more mysterious than we ever dared to imagine. The iron is silent, but its message is loud and clear. The impossible is often just a reality we haven't yet learned to comprehend. Next, we journey to the remote, windswept plains of the Ural Mountains, and where a discovery so ancient, so out of place, threatens to shatter our entire understanding of Earth's prehistory. We will uncover the secrets of the Dashka Stone, a 120 million year old 3D relief map that suggests advanced aerial cartography existed millions of years before the first humans. How could such a map be created? Join us as we explore the mystery of a world that was mapped before it was ever explored. You won't want to miss it. The past holds secrets that redefine our understanding of the future. This is where history meets high technology.